Quick little tip here. Lots of people are always asking the question of whether to practice with or without mirrors when it comes to sword. I have actually addressed this topic before, of practicing with or without mirrors in general in belly dancing, in another video. But then today, specifically for sword, and there are reasons for that, to be very specific about sword. One of them, obviously, is the fact that you're supposed to be feeling the sword, and that's very key. Because when you put the sword on your head, you need to really get a good feel. It's not just about how it looks, like the other moves that we do, it's always about how it looks, but with the sword, it really is about how it feels. So I think it's very important to practice without the mirror. Because a lot of times when you're looking at the mirror, you can get thrown off, especially if you're a visual person. You can get totally thrown off when you see like, oh my God, most of my sword is on one side, not knowing that the other side is actually heavier. Because when you balance things, the balance is about weight, it's not about distance, okay? Because you're going to see that this side is obviously shorter than this side, because this side is heavier than this side. So that might throw off some people. The other obviously important element, like I said, is the feel of it. You can just close your eyes. Even if you have like a mirror in front of you, forget about it. Just close your eyes and actually get a good feel as you're like doing different things. Even if it's just a simple walk around, just kind of walk and get a good feel for the sword. Like where it's at, how does it move, how does it balance, when does it feel like it's coming off balance. And that's really, 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 really important, especially when you're performing in front of a bunch of people, because obviously you have no mirrors when you do that, right? So that's important to do that. But in general, I do advise people to practice in front of a mirror because the visual effects of a dance is very important. You cannot deny that. I mean, all the best dancers in the world, Broadway dancers, always dance with mirrors in front of them, and they are awesome dancers because the visual effect is very important. You want to make sure that the movements and the combinations that they are creating, especially when you are creating, not just repeating movements that are created by somebody else. If you're actually creating your own moves, it's very important that you use a mirror and then know what you are doing and if it actually looks good. I'm a choreographer, I choreograph all the time and create lots of different moves for you guys to teach you on this website. So for me to make sure that they have that visual effect to them, I have to make sure that not only that I come up with them, lots of times when I actually come up with them, it's not in front of a mirror, but I want to make sure that they have the visual effects as well. So I practice them in front of a mirror. But with the sword, the basic movements have to be practiced, personally, I think, without a mirror. The actual feel of balance has absolutely nothing to do with the visual effects. But once you master the balance point, then you want to move on to the visual effects and create movements and combinations and so on. Then you definitely want to make sure that you create them, then test them in front of a mirror, make sure that they do have that visual effects. And then from then, obviously, go ahead and practice them without a mirror for a better visual effects when you're in front of an audience that doesn't provide you, obviously, for that mirror, okay? So that's my advice to you as to how to practice with sword with or without the mirrors, okay? So I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Make sure you check out all the videos we have for sword dancing. I was off balance there. On our website, it's freebellydanceclasses.com. So go enter technique down to sword and you'll see all our videos there. I'll see you guys next time in our next video. And in the meantime, make sure you dance lots and lots, a lot.